honored to serve every day the patrons of Festus R6 as their superintendent of schools, and I cannot ask for a better work experience anywhere. It's my pleasure to welcome you back this morning to the annual Student County Breakfast, which allows us to showcase the many talents of our students and staff, but also provides us an opportunity to allow outsiders to come in and see our outstanding facilities. Now, for those of you that were in attendance last year, I'd be remiss if I did not provide an update about the ballot initiative, Proposition F, that we submitted and put forward to patrons in April last year. I'm happy to say that once again, Festus R6 patrons supported their schools by passing the 59-cent levy increase, which will continue to enhance our facilities and our programs. By the time the state of the county maybe comes back around in 6 or 8 years to us, we'll probably be having it either in our new wellness center or perhaps in our performing arts center. But I also have to add that even with that 59-cent increase, which our patrons were so generous to give to us, our overall school tax rate still remains the lowest among all Jefferson County public school districts. And the return on that investment continues to yield high dividends. Earlier this month, our elementary school was notified that they have been nominated by the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education for the esteemed Blue Ribbon Schools designation, which is the highest award that the United States Department of Education bestows upon a select few schools that display sustained high performance. It is equivalent to earning an Oscar, and this is the second Blue Ribbon nomination the Festus School District and Festus Elementary have received since 2013. I'd like to say thank you to all of our own R6 staff that have worked for months behind the scenes to ensure that we were once again able to put forth a quality and memorable program for this day. Along the way, of course, we've received tremendous guidance and support from the Jefferson County Economic Growth and Development Organization, which is led by Chairman Dan Dobrow. We proudly claim Dan as both an alumnus and as a member of our esteemed Hall of Fame. Others in attendance, I know this morning, and I'll probably miss a few, but others that have a very close alignment to Festus R6 in the county, give a shout out to, and I know that County Assessor Bob Boyer is here, County Clerk Ken Waller, also former county executive, and of course, I don't know if she's still here, but again, Becky Ruth, who is our state representative, not only is a alumnus, but also a retired educator from Festus R6, and she's always willing and eager to do great things for our school district. Appreciate all you individuals. Our theme for this year's event, as you now know, is Shaping Jefferson County. As I reflected upon that theme, I was reminded how as educators, especially here at R6, we continually ask ourselves, how can we shape our children into positive and motivated students? To shape is also meaning to influence. And the influence that we have as leaders has the power to chart a course for lifelong learning. Educators craft daily lesson plans to shape the curriculum. Their projects and assessments are designed to shape a student's problem solving in a new light. And as we strive to shape our students, our staff here at Festus R6 intentionally seek out opportunities each day to have a positive influence on at least one student, at least once a day. Influence is designed as the capacity to have an impact on an individual's character, development, or their behavior. So drawing upon that definition, we all should take seriously the the opportunities presented to us in our own positions to shape not only others with whom we come into contact with, but the influence that we all hold as fathers, mothers, friends, co-workers, neighbors, and simply as members within our own communities. Shaping, just like education, is not an exact science, but rather is an art. How each of us strive to shape others depends on our own preferred avenues of both communication as well as personality. But nevertheless, we should never forget that we all have that ability to shape others. For many educators, shaping might be as something simple as complimenting a student on a piece of artwork or an essay. For others, it could simply be a very simple trait of being known as the teacher that always said hello, or always remembered their name, or perhaps someone that always took an interest in someone else. And one of the many reasons that Festus R6 has been so successful is that because our staff truly understands the role that they have in shaping our students. A favorite quote of mine: "The world is shaped by two things: stories told and by the memories that those stories leave behind." Our students will go on from here and get older. They're going to blaze their own trails, and eventually they will find themselves in positions where they have opportunities to begin shaping a new generation. It is up to all of us to be a positive part of the stories that they're developing here and now. The memories that others form could very well be from the individual that said hello, the individual that always remembered a name, or the individual that always took time to show interest in someone else. At this time, our students have prepared a short video which will highlight them sharing with you how Festus R6 is striving to shape them to not only be successful in their future endeavors, but also be successful as a person. We appreciate the opportunity to have served as host the past few years at the State of the County Breakfast, and if ever Festus R6 could be of assistance to any county office or agency, do not ever hesitate to call upon us. It is truly, and it is always, our goal to serve others through service. Thank you.
Really focus on trying to make us leaders and pushing us to be our best. They don't let us settle for less than our best, and really push to figure out who we want to be and what we want to be and where we want to go in the world, instead of just focusing on what we are right now in high school.
They showed us more than one strategies for like math, to solve problems. They, like for multiplications or fractions, they show us more than one strategy to do it.
Festus gives great leadership opportunities. Like in 7th and 8th grade, there's leading men, leading women, STUCO, and JHS.
Festus gives me countless opportunities and resources that I can use throughout my education and help me improve myself as a person.
As an educator, it is my job to make the transition from classroom into the community a smooth and successful one. I want to foster that level of learning and stimulate their curiosities and problem solving, decision making, and just make sure that they see themselves as a worthy cause and invest in themselves. I'm truly invested in every single one of them.
It provides me with a lot of opportunities and helps keep me accountable and challenge myself.
One thing always sticks with me, one of my favorite quotes of all time, is it has to be by Martin Luther King. Intelligence plus character is the true goal of education, and I strive to follow that, not only to build more intelligent people, but better human beings through character and through studies.
It helped me be a better person by teaching me never to give up.
most of the teachers, especially in our building at FMS, are all about helping kids understanding the relevancy of what they're learning, bringing in real-world applied knowledge for 2020 and beyond, and really understanding that the things they're learning in school aren't just for moving on from grade to grade, but really preparing them better for life in general.
I love going to Festus and it's shaping me because I do cross country, and then I love all my teachers because they're helping me learn a lot more, and I'm becoming a really good student, and it's just a lot of fun. And I love hearing how I'm turning into a young woman and how it's just really, really fun.
By doing things like cooperative learning in our classroom. So during a cooperative learning activity, students are challenged to work together and collaborate to come up with solutions to a problem, and this will help them in their career paths and in the real world, because you always have to collaborate and work together with others. So that's how we're preparing them to be successful.
Next up is a man of few words, the president of the Jefferson County Growth Association, Mr. Dan Gover.
Welcome today to the State of the County, our annual event. It's a great event, and we could not do this without the school. They have done a wonderful job. You hear about the teamwork that makes the dream work. Well, this school has the teamwork, and the dream does work. We are very pleased to be here, and I feel the breakfast was good. They started at 3 o'clock this morning making that breakfast, so it was a big job. Kids with the school helped out. I mean, they made all these decorations. They were here Saturday helping set up. They'll be here to help take down. They're serving the food. It's just great to see these kids involved and do things that we don't think of the kids today doing what they're doing out here. So I thank the teachers for their input on all this, and what they're shaping the county is not a better time than what we are facing right now, because the out boundaries of this county is not going to change, but the inside of it is shaping up a lot. We've got a lot of changes happening, and there are going to be a lot more. So right now, without being able to put this on, without the sponsors we have a lot of sponsors that put the banners up here. We have Dobbs Tire and Auto, headquartered in High Ridge, Missouri. He's gold sponsor. Silver sponsors is Concrete, Tobro Land Services. Bronze sponsors is Enterprise Bank and Trust, Express Employment, First State Community Bank, Fortune Bank, Home Service Oil, Jim Butler Chevrolet, Mercy Hospital, and St. Paul Motors. The other sponsors are Custom Insurance, Hovis Associates, JCM Party Rentals, Jefferson County Reporter of Deeds, Debbie Dunnigan, which her last name is changed, Main Key Realty, Merrimack Specialty Company, Fireworks City, Next Step for Life, Sheet Metal Workers, Local 36, Spire, State Representative 115, District Elaine Gannon, Blue Owl Restaurant, Bakery, and Twin City Toyota. So please support those people, because they support this county to make it happen. The other things I want to give is for Festus Fire Department for putting out the flag, KJF and J98 Radio for live streaming, and I think the leader also has a live stream going. And thank Frank Petrovich and Company who helps make the banners for us at no charge on my head. So it's a great group we have. Some in attendance today. We have nice to have people from the United States representatives. Senator Blunt was represented by Jennifer Hoskins. District Representative 3, Blaine Lukemeyer by Jim Nichols. Representative from 8 is Jason Smith with Donna Hickman. District of Missouri, Josh Hawley with Sam Zappa. Missouri State Senator, District 22, Paul Whelan is here. District Representative, State Representative 97, Mary Elizabeth Coleman. District 112 with Bob Vescovo. 114, Becky Ruth. 115, Elaine Gannon. 118, Mike McGrill. And the Jefferson County Executive, Dennis Gannon. District 2, Councilman is Renee Reuter. District 3, Phil Henderson. And 4 is Charles Godeke. District 5, Tracy Perry. District 6, Dan Stallman. District 7, Jim Terry. We have some other people from the county here, and we welcome you all to this event. The couple things that we're doing is we need to look at. We have a table set up out there from the Census Bureau. This is very, very important for the census. If we don't count these people, it cuts our funds down in the future. So it is them helping do the census. They say they're paying $21 an hour for if you want to help take the census. They need some stations set up. They need, I think she said that for every person we don't count, we lose $1,300. So it's very important that we count every person in this county for the future to shape the county. And believe me, that's going to be a big shaping of the county if we don't get the money we need. Also on your table, we have a one voice, one plan that we've done in the past that needs updated, and we're trying to figure out how to get input on that. And Ray Kaminsky from Jefferson County, we called all the chambers together. We've been having meetings with the chambers, the Growth Association. And so what we want is some input on what do you want for this county. There's a URL code on your table. You can use your cell phone, answer the few questions we asked, and that will help shape the county in the future because it'll be your input, not ours. Because we need to know what you guys all want, not what we all want. So we're asking for that to get going. Also with shaping the county, the EDC, Economic Development Corporation, is also going to do a master plan for their part of it to see where we're going to do growth in the county for manufacturing and businesses. And then also the county, I think Dennis has put out a RFQ for a rework of the master plan. So that's going to be another big shape of the county to have a new master plan, an updated one, but it's old and needs updated. Everybody knows that. So it's time to do that type of thing. So we'll probably be involved with that. We want to be involved with it at the Growth Association because we want to see this county grow. At this time, I want to introduce our Executive Director, Sharon Floyd. She tries to keep us straight with the Growth Association, keep us going. She does a wonderful job. In fact, the little stickers on the cookies, she made those stickers up, so we had those to put on the county. And by the way, on those cookies, the students made those with the direction from their teacher. So they were all made, and if you look on there, those are a little dot where the city of Festus or where the school is. So it's pretty impressive that they actually had to make a cutter to make these cookies in the shape of the county, which is pretty cool. So it's awesome, I think, to have that. I want to introduce our executive board, which is Donna Litton, Vice President. Please stand. Tracy McClinton is our treasurer. Please stand. And Lisa Wigger is our our secretary, I'm sorry. And she keeps our notes straight. She does a real good job. Would the rest of the JCGA board stand? Jefferson County Growth Association. Each one of them takes on an event or a project to make us grow and do some things that you all need or we want to do for the county to make it happen. And every year, it is we add some new things. This year we did add a business women's group. So we're trying to accommodate the business people out here again. And also we have we're trying to work with the tourism. Andy does the bottleneck bridge ride. We bring about 800 people from out of town, most of them. And so that brings people in to shop in Jefferson County. And then also, he's been talking with the TrailNet about doing a study of Jefferson County to make bike trails safe out here. And how can we do that and where can we put them? So I think we're trying to work on those things. The other thing we're working on is we now have a new tourism committee, which Andy's part of, and we're trying to meet and bring a tourism committee here in Jefferson County. The nearest one is in St. Genevieve County. So that doesn't serve us very well. So we're going to try and put one together in Jefferson County so we have a bigger tourism say, and the state has worked with us on that to bring the people in. So I think that's another big thing we're pushing for. And if you have other ideas, please let us know, because we're always trying to expand in the county to do things to make this county grow. Last thing I want to talk about is our Shop Jefferson County campaign. I always push Shop Jefferson County. It's important to us to have the sales tax in Jefferson County. And I'm going to call groups and I have you stand. And when I have you stand, please stay standing until I have you sit down. Jefferson County 911. Please stand. Jefferson County Sheriff's Department. Please stand. The Jefferson County, or all the city police departments, anybody connected with any of the cities in the police department, please stand. The paramedics, the fire districts, and the ambulance districts, please stand. County workers, county council, and county workers, please stand. All public works people. All the cities, please stand with their workers. Or if you're on a council or any part of it, please stand. Look around at all these people. They're paid for or supported by our sales tax from Shop Jefferson County. So if you look around, this is the services we get when we shop Jefferson County. Now I'll take your seats. This is what we get when we shop on the internet. No. Thank you.
Just over a year ago, our next speaker took the reins of Jefferson County government. Mr. Dennis Gannon has a long history in the Jefferson County. Now, with a look at the state of our county, County Executive Mr. Dennis Gannon.
Thank you. I should have asked for a little bit more time to get up here. I know it's not that far of a walk, but last year and almost all of last year I had a cast on my foot and surgery and a cast again. So I'm going to remove some of this stuff because if you remember last year I fought this stuff all morning. So thank you for coming out this morning. I'm not sure exactly I'll meet your expectations, but Dr. Kaminsky asked me if I had a riveting speech this morning. So I'm planting a seed. It is a riveting speech. I want to know that I feel confidence today because I'm sharing the stage with Patrick. Is that right, Mark? So tell Patrick I have some assurance and some comfort that we're together on the stage. I also find it interesting, this cookie If so, if you have not started eating your cookie, I will have a longer speech than it takes to eat this cookie today. I'm going to have to put my glasses on to see this. This is a little bit dark here, but we'll see how it goes. Superintendent Luttrell, staff of Festus School District, students of Festus School District, and everyone assembled here today to make this event happen. Thank you for your tireless efforts and congratulations on a job well done. I think there's around 340 people here this morning. Members of the County Council, stakeholders of Jefferson County here today, and those listening, thank you for allowing me to speak. As I stand here before you today, we can all be proud that we live in a county that has many good things going for it. The biggest asset our county has are the citizens that live, work, play here, and invest here. And if you look at your cookie, if you look at your empty wrapper, you'll see it says, shop, work, live, visit, play, and stay in Jefferson County. So thank you all for that. There are countless individuals and organizations I would like to mention today that have contributed and sacrificed much to improve our county today and for the future generations. Before I proceed, I would like to take time to recognize an individual who has invested and given much to our community for many years. I would like to ask Dr. Ray Kaminsky, president of Jefferson College, to join me on the stage, and Vicki, his wife. Vicki, would you join us also? By the way, this is a photo opportunity. I didn't think I'd have to tell you that, but just for a warning, it is a photo opportunity. I'm also trying to kind of kill time until Ray gets up here. Now, Ray does not know about this, and I'm hoping that I can read all of this for you, so please join me, Ray. Jefferson County, State of Missouri Proclamation. Whereas the Jefferson County, Missouri Executive would like to pause and recognize Dr. Ray Kaminsky, Jefferson College President, on his 11 years of dedicated service to the students of Jefferson College and the residents of Jefferson County. Whereas Dr. Kaminsky has been married to his wife Vicki for 34 years, and the couple will celebrate their 35th anniversary next month. Whereas Dr. Kaminsky and Mrs. Kaminsky have 3 children, Brian, Logan, and Carla, and have recently become grandparents, welcoming their first grandchild. Whereas Jefferson County is most fortunate, Dr. Kaminsky accepted a position in July 2009 to join Jefferson College, where he has steadfastly, consistently, and tirelessly served the students of Jefferson College. Whereas Dr. Kaminsky, a lifelong dedicated public service, is evidenced by his loyalty to the community alongside serving as president of Jefferson College. Dr. Kaminsky is a member of several organizations, including the American Association of Colleges, the St. Louis Regional Chamber of Commerce, the Missouri Community College Association, as well as many local organizations such as Jefferson County Growth Association and all of Jefferson County Chambers of Commerce. Whereas Dr. Kaminsky has received several awards, including the Phi Theta Kappa, Honor Society, Michael Bennett Lifetime Achievement, the Arnold Chamber of Commerce Business Person of the Year, and the Jefferson County Growth Association Jeffersonian Award. Under Dr. Kaminsky's leadership, Jefferson College has experienced major growth and development, including the creation of a fully online virtual college campus, the establishment of a new healthcare-related training program, the implementation of college annual manufacturing day, and the completion of $5 million renovation to the Hillsborough campus library. Upon his retirement, Dr. Kaminsky looks forward to spending time on his boat at the Lake of the Ozarks with his family, as well as his favorite pet, Coco. Dr. Kaminsky has served the many students of Jefferson County, and the county executive is pleased to dedicate a day to remember Dr. Kaminsky for many years for his service in Jefferson County. Now, therefore, be it resolved that County, Missouri executive is hereby honored to proclaim February 17th as Dr. Ray Kaminsky Day. We are seeing positive movement on several fronts. Challenges remain in many areas as we move forward into 2020 and beyond. Let's review some important countywide data for 2019. First, sales tax revenue collected for Jefferson County increased slightly at 1.8%. The amount of sales tax combined for 2018 and 2019 was the second lowest increase of the year-to-year growth since 1980. The Bureau of Labor Statistics indicates the cost of living increased 2.3% for our area. In short, sales tax collections are not keeping up with the Consumer Price Index. This data reflects the importance of shopping and making purchases within the county. The lack of sales tax collection from internet sales is causing a strain on budgets that rely on this source of tax and revenue. The International Council of Shopping Centers announced January that every state except Missouri and Florida now collects sales tax from foreign and out-of-state sellers. Our local retailers, small business owners, deserve to have the playing field level. Next, the unemployment picture in Jefferson County continues to show improvement, numbers which mirror the federal and state employment data as well. The unemployment rate for Jefferson County ended 2019 at 3.3%, which is slightly lower than the federal and state. And quite honestly, all of you that are looking to hire people, you're having trouble because so many people are working. So this is a very positive part. The Federal Reserve estimates full employment to be measured at 4.5% to 5%. Fiscal and monetary policymakers use this rate as a goal for full employment. Although these numbers are established targets, we must not rest until every able and willing person has job opportunities. This will require extensive partnerships with job creators, educators, and policymakers. We must continue to provide a climate that invites job creators to invest in our communities. In Jefferson County, the Planning Department received 521 new residential construction permits last year. Now that number was down from 2018, but the total dollar value of construction permits for last year has increased over 2018. The Jefferson County Emergency Management handled Jefferson County's fourth declared flooding disaster in as many years. The hazardous material response team was deployed 18 times last year for emergency responses and providing support for heavily populated events. The department also continued public outreach with the establishment of community emergency response team training. And at this time, I'd like to ask all the first responders to stand, and I want to thank you for the job you've done. We should never, ever take for granted what you do. You go to the problem and you take care of it. So if you're an emergency responder, please stand. Now, along with this, this is a little bit of a proud moment for me. I'm going to ask, Jefferson County needs to know where we stand. I'm going to ask the Sheriff's Department, would you guys stand up again, please? I want to thank these guys for the work they do in defending us when we need it. If you guess it's Facebook and Snapchat and something else and something else. So I don't know what all that is. But I want to let you know that I appreciate what you do. Now, I had a conversation last week, and they were talking about the fine guys our sheriff's department do, and I know the police departments likewise. But if you noticed, last week we had some tragedy happen in the county. They were on it. We had a couple incidents, and they were right there. I want to thank you guys. Let's give another round of applause. I want to say one thing. I noticed today that we have the rest of the system with us. We have the judges who are sitting back in the back. Would you all raise your hands? Because without a full complement of being effective in Jefferson County, we are lacking on providing services. I want to also add, I'm going to pick on Tricia, our prosecutor today. Trish, stand up. I read a tweet that our sheriff put out. This is our prosecutor today. Our sheriff put out and says that she's tough on crime. So Trish, keep it up. Thank you so much. So we're going to go to some more fun stuff. Our park department saw total program increase last year of 16%. The Department of Public Works completed 57 miles of road preservation programs, replaced 55 culvert pipes, and cleaned 110 ditches along the roadways. In addition to that, they replaced 1,950 signs along county roads and subdivisions and completed major roadway striping programs. Jefferson County has or will complete other key projects in 2019. These include relamping of all the facilities with LED lighting, and approximately 45% of this was completed at the end of last year. A comprehensive facility condition assessment program is being completed on all county-owned facilities. Data collection from the assessment will be used for projecting and recommending capital expenditures in the future. These projects will result in cost savings and more efficient operations. I would like to talk briefly about some upcoming things we're going to be doing this year. We will be promoting, moving forward with infrastructure improvements along House Springs Boulevard corridor, Seckman Road, and along Interstate 55. Working through local stakeholders, the East-West Gateway, we were able to receive grant funding to improve Seckman Road corridor near the Seckman schools. So those of you that travel that way, when schools is in process, it's really a major traffic jam. Along with that, we are seeking additional funding for Seckman Road towards the east end in front of the Mastodon State Park. Working with federal, state, and local officials, we have initiated a full court press on the expansion of Interstate 55 to three lanes north and south from Keeley, the Highway 67 intersection just south of Festus. And I would like to thank, I'm not sure if she's still here. Is Becky still here? I know she was leaving. She has a hearing that starts at noon. I'd like to thank Becky and Judy Wagner from MoDOT, who's retired from MoDOT, for their help in moving this project along. I am pleased to announce that at the January board meeting of the East-West Gateway Council, the Transportation Improvement Plan was modified to recommend $10 million to start the scoping phase of this project as soon as funding is available. So that's the scoping project for I-55 from Keeley to US 67. Another project that's currently MoDOT is doing in the state and the county is they have started working on bridge replacement of Highway 30 in Salem Creek. We also plan on working on our master plan this year. And Dan mentioned two components, and the third component is county. He mentioned the master plan. He also mentioned that JCAGA would be working on developing master plans or working with the county to do this. As well as Todd, where's Todd? Todd Tracy. Todd sitting in the back. Todd stand up. I want everybody to see Todd. Todd is the Economic Director, Development Director for Corporation for Jefferson County. And Todd is going to be working points on getting the EDC piece together for a master plan on manufacturing and growth in Jefferson County. So Todd, these folks are going to, all of you are obligated to talk to Todd at some point. Thanks very much. So Todd, forward this year will be a new county courthouse and jail. The county council and I recently reviewed a presentation from consultants regarding space and configuration needs for both facilities. Our jail and courthouse have become functionally obsolete in many areas, and the cost of improving them could exceed replacement. As I mentioned at the beginning today, there are many citizens and organizations that have contributed and sacrificed much to make our communities better for today and for the future generations. I look forward to working with all of you on our initiatives. This unselfish commitment to the betterment of the whole is the best way we can provide positive role models for our children and grandchildren. I would like to challenge everyone here today and those listening in to think of something positive to say and contribute to the community discussion. I would like to hear from you. You've already heard from Dan. The EDC is going to be working on hearing from you. You can do it this way also. You can do it by Facebook and Snapchat. What else is there? Does anybody at that table? Does anybody at that table know what that is? Roger, what are all those things over there? You can communicate all those ways with telling us what you want us to do. I want you to bring your ideas forward and share with the county to grow. One of my main goals as county executive has always been to bring together everybody to collaborate professionally on different ideas. Success is not measured in winning or losing, right or wrong. It's measured on how we collectively work together, respecting each other, even when our points of view may differ, while working together towards an unwavering goal of making our community a better place. Develop a mature understanding that we as individuals, might not always have to win. How we resolve our differences for the common good is a marker that will stand the test of time for generations to come. Finally, I would like to issue a call of action for everybody that's here today and those listening in. Respect and cooperate are vital for progress. All of our citizens deserve to see the benefits from the best we have to offer. I ask each of you to work with me and my administration to develop and paint a picture of unity and progress in our county. Let's not squander this opportunity that's before us. Working together, each of us can start making a brighter future for Jefferson County and our region. Thank you for your time today and allowing me to speak, and thank you for allowing me to serve as your county executive. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gannon. That concludes our program. Thank you all for being here this morning. And don't forget, the Jefferson County shaped cookies on your tables are free to take, and have a good day.